Good morning and welcome to 59 Minutes. My name is Levi Kones. It's April the 11th. The year is 2022. It's only 4 days before Easter break. And to join me in discussions on the political happenings of the week is Dr. David Matsanga, Pan-African Forum Chairman. Hello, Dr.
Yes. Good morning, viewers across the continent of Africa.
Good morning.
And good morning, viewers across the globe, those watching us in the United States. Yes.
Yeah, did you have a good Palm Sunday?
And you? Yes.
Yeah, I said, did you have a good Palm Sunday?
Yes, Sunday, a Palm Sunday yesterday, I took a break and I preached. I went to the pulpit and I said, Kenya needs a new donkey. A donkey that Jesus talked about when he reached Jericho. And I said, go ahead and look for a new donkey that has done no work. And bring it to me. And when they ask ye, who sent you, said the master. So the new donkey for Kenya is Raila Amolo Odinga of Azimio, because he will drive out the thieves, the robbers, the drug traffickers, the Pharisees, the scribes from the temple of Jesus Christ in Jerusalem, of God Almighty in Jerusalem.
You wasted no time in endorsing Raila Amolo Odinga. Let me just ask, speaking of which, since you have gone to Azimio, let's go there.
Yes, I've gone. Not that I've gone. I told you where Uhuru, listen to me, where Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta goes, Matsanga goes. How high he tells me to jump and how low he tells me to jump. But he doesn't control me on what I should say or not. But I like him. I like him as a leader of this country, a Pan-African leader. And I want to make this powerful statement for you, that there is none of the leaders in Africa, apart from Mugabe and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, whom I've seen, who have got some gist of Pan-Africanism. Uhuru Kenyatta has gist of Pan-Africanism. I support him. How far he can jump, I'll jump. How low he will go, I will go. I will not sign with him today, tomorrow, or years to come, because I don't subscribe to the notion of thieves. Thieves.
Well, would you then, you know, right now the newspapers are carrying, the daily newspapers are carrying stories concerning, asking the question whether Raila is a victim of blackmail in Azimio, and there's been a lot of talk about the running mate question. How important is that question in Raila's bid for the presidency?
What is the real question?
How big of it is a factor? Is he a victim of blackmail in terms of all the parties that have joined Azimio saying, you know, we would like a piece of the pie. We had leaders from Mount Kenya saying they'll stop nothing short of the deputy presidency. Alfred Mutua yesterday talked about it as well. Wiper also replied to that, you know. And seems there's a bit of a hassle and a struggle there for being number two to the Azimio leader.
I teach political science. I went to campus, I did political science. The type of coalition that Raila Amolo Odinga and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and the rest, Kalonzo, Mutua, Ngilu, Kibwana, Wamarwa, name them, all those that have come under Raila Amolo Odinga are the best way to go about in politics. The coalition that Mr. Ruto is molding up as a second thought, because you remember Ruto never wanted anything to do with parties. He wanted the parties to fold and come. Raila was of the idea Yes, no, it doesn't matter, but we have to put the history. Why are you interrupting me when I'm telling you, I'm teaching you political science? The subject is very clear. I am a lecturer, and when I'm talking, you listen to me. I do teach without books. Some people carry books, notes. I don't. I have the subject here. The type of connect, the type of coalition that Raila made is the victorious coalition. And I'm telling you, you are going to see this. Because the one that Ruto is mounting up is empty shell. It has nothing. It has nothing. You tell people that you will have 60%, another one will have 40%. Where is it? Where is it? The only problem is that Luya leaders like Mudavadi and the other one, they are blind. If you don't have MPs, let me tell you, Mr. Gones, if you don't have MPs like Mudavadi will have no MP in the whole country. Who is going to be voted on Mudavadi's ticket? Where? All Mudavadi's MPs are being sold by UDA. He has no MP. So when he talks about being on a collision, in a collision with Ruto kwa Kenya Kwanza, he is empty. The collision that is going to hammer home, stretch home, and they better not have beaconing anymore. Stretch home. The one that is any opinion shaper, any opinion teacher like me will tell you the opinion is, it is about 53, 52, 51% of Raila. And Mr. Ruto will cry big tears. I'm telling you, big tears.
Daktari, don't you think, I asked you about the running mate question. You don't think that the running mate question is going to make or break Azimio?
No. No. You know, the person who is
the way having that issue, I think the issue is also in the Kenya Kwanza camp as well. The issue of the running mate. Is it a break or make affair?
No. Don't get my son, my dear brother. You have 2 master's degrees in your pocket as we speak now. Only that people don't recognize those who have read in Africa. I want to tell you, the man who is going to bag this thing is Raila. You know why? The thing of you telling me Ruto has a problem. Ruto's focus is on Uhuru's people. He doesn't have people. Ruto has one constituency called the Mount Kenya where he's focusing every day. Because people have not gone there to campaign. Wacha nikwambie ya ukweli leo wewe. People have not gone there to campaign. If Ruto is banking on this mountain, some people might not vote. He will just cry and say, oh my God, this Ugandan told me, but I did not see.
Overconfident with that, because when you listen to Kenya Kwanza, they say the same thing. You know, by the way, Daktari, they also say that, the Azimio camp has got no following. That the Azimio camp has, in fact, when you listen to them, they speak like there's no competition here. Now you are speaking like there's no competition there.
I am no. I have not said there's no competition. It is not. It's a person who saw the classroom and did not go inside who can speak like that. I saw the classroom. I entered the classroom and I read. There is competition, but the degree of competition is different. Ruto's competition with Raila Odinga is different. And there will be competition. But if you are only banking on Mount Kenya as your final destination, like a Ruto, Kenya alone, Mr. you remember, in the other year, he got 6 million votes, over 7 million votes, almost. And he has a widespread liking across the board. Ruto has a liking because he has money. Raila has a liking because he has got credentials and a liberation status. In America and other European countries, we choose people with liberation status, not money launderers and thieves. No, we don't choose thieves. Ruto has no credentials. All credentials of Ruto is theft, 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 theft.
Aside.
Wait, all credentials.
We've in Azimio who are also who have been charged in courts.
Okay, fine. Yes, they are there. They will be seen. Who refuses? Either side has got. But let's look at the credentials of Raila Amolo Odinga. A liberator, 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 liberator. 1992, Ruto was beating people in Nyayo House. Hello, shut up. He was beating people in Nyayo House with Moi. You think we have forgotten? Some of us are victims. We have been here before.
A group of young people.
No, listen. People don't know, especially you. Especially you. You don't know why some of us are bitter with Ruto. Ruto has been part of the suffering of the people of Kenya. He has been there. In 1992, he beat them up. He has been continuing to send refugees, the same Kikuyu guys, the same people from the mountain. They found him in London in Shujinabad. It was Ruto. 1992. Policies of YK 92. Don't tell. This is now kuambiana ukweli. If you want to bring me here and I keep quiet, Ruto only coerced people. Ruto has threatened the people. People are supporting Ruto because he has threatened them with violence. That Raila is going to be voted not because he has threatened people with violence. His record of a liberator is going to be delivered home. And
Daktari, you know, all those things until they are taken to a court of law, all those things are allegations.
Everybody has an allegation.
Those
Can I ask you?
They are insubmittable as far as just allegations.
Can I ask you, sir, can I ask you one question?
Yes.
When Hitler started the Second World War, was it not an allegation? Answer me.
It's an allegation.
So what happened later?
It became fact, but it was had to be proven. That's why it stands in history.
Now listen to me. You are now answering psychologically. I'm putting you on a psychological test because unfortunately that's why I come here to teach you. You cannot be mentioned in everything that is bad in this world, and you cannot be part of it.
The allegation is fact, Daktari.
I have not said all are facts. I told you only people who did not go inside the school would say they are facts. I went inside school, and I'm not saying all allegations are true. But if you are being...
Those young people, we have a bunch of young people now who say, we don't care about history. We don't want to know what happened in 1940 and 1950. We want to feed now. We have problems now. We have issues going on now. What would you say to such people?
Can I tell you what those younger people should do?
They should go saying hawataki kupangwa.
Yeah, that word was stopped. You are bringing it here.
Nimesema hawataki kupangwa. It's a different word.
Yes,
I've not used
don't
it.
Don't catch me into those problems.
And I'm coming into those words because
yes,
that's another issue again.
Me. Please, don't catch me. Don't bring me that side. I want to steer away. Tell those younger people who want thieves, who want to vote thieves, to go and create another planet called Venice and roast themselves on Venice. Nobody in the world wants thieves. Nobody wants a thief. Unless you are mad here, upstairs.
Unless you also can prove that as a fact.
No, it is up to you to prove, but for me, I have made my statement.
will say this side.
You know how you know the thief. Can I tell you how to know how a bad man is? A bad man says the budget of Uhuru Kenyatta is rubbish when he's in the government. Is that not a thief? Cheka kidogo. Cheka. You laugh a bit. No, I'm asking you. The deputy president is part of the government that allowed and amended the budget. And he has gone on the streets of Kiambu, not Eldoret. Why doesn't he concentrate in Eldoret? He's always in Kiambu because he knows this is where he thinks the votes are. He doesn't know that these people might not vote. Some of them, if you insult their leader too much, they might not vote. Each tribe here has a culture. Each tribe has a culture. I'm telling you, Ruto is insulting Uhuru Kenyatta in his own people. He might not have votes there. People are going to get annoyed at the last hour. And they say, why are you insulting our son? Why are you insulting Uhuru Kenyatta? Give Uhuru Kenyatta respect. Uhuru Kenyatta gave you the deputy presidency. You used it to amass wealth. You were as poor as a church mouse in 1992 and after that. You are even being paid legal fees in ICC. Uhuru Kenyatta paid legal fees for this young man. He didn't have. He's now insulting the same family that helped him. His lips were white in the ICC dock. I was there. I saw his lips white. He didn't know what to do. So let me tell you the truth. If people don't tell the truth, the people who want to vote the fifth vote, go to planet Venus and vote fifth. The whole world is rejecting corruption and the fifth. If you want to vote a fifth, it's your choice. You are Kenyans. But if I were a Kenyan, I would not vote a fifth. I would vote a person who will deliver the services. I will not vote a money launderer. I will not vote a...
Tari, in the event that after all these things have been said by you in this program, what would happen if in August, just for sake, the election?
That is the will of the people of Kenya. Well, your meaning is going to kill everybody in the world. You think I shouldn't talk my mind because Ruto is going to be the president of this country? He can have Kenya if he wants. If he doesn't want Matsanga to come, I will not come. What is he?
People tell you on social media, they say... You do see what people tell you on social media, Daktari?
Excuse me. You ask that question, I know where you are heading. And don't behave.
You know where I am heading?
Where you are heading.
Where am I heading?
Don't behave like these cheap guys who have not gone to school. You have 2 master's degrees. You think Ruto can work without other people? Does Ruto know where I live? I also live in a place where I can make life very difficult for him not to work. So I'm a global market also. Please, don't underrate me. I'm older than Ruto by 17 good years. Don't underrate me. And don't threaten me every time I come here. You tell me, oh, if he wins in August, we don't know. So, is he the owner of this whole of Kenya? What have I done to him? I said
no one is threatening you, Daktari.
I know you are chasing
don't
me.
Don't get upset. No one is threatening you.
They have sent you to tell me. I have heard.
Yeah, who has sent me?
I have heard. And I
hope the chairman, no one has sent me.
I hope the chairman upstairs is hearing.
I'm not.
I will come to see the chairman. I will come. No, you think I have no friends in Kenya?
No.
Ruto,
that you see, I just picked that from what happens on social media, and I see it on your. I mean, it's not private. It's what's happening on the wall. It's what people say. So I just asked you a question. That's what's
boss, let me answer you a question nicely. We are talking about the East African integration.
Yes.
I am not a Mzungu. And tell your Ruto to see my eyes. Let me remove the glasses. Ruto, I've been a rebel around this area for a long time. Utachezea na watu wengine. Lakini mimi, I am an East African. I have a right to stay, to live, to work anywhere in the world, even in Africa. Because I'm entitled. We are doing a Pan-African job. For you to come on this national TV and to tell me what happens, these are the questions, these are the people some of you people write on social media that what we shall take you to away. Uganda is part of the East African community. Have I committed anything, any crime here? By criticizing Ruto, have I committed a crime? By telling Ruto that he's a thief, he should not steal money. Have I committed a crime? By saving Ruto from ICC, did I commit a crime? You don't talk to me like that. I've suffered. He has never paid even a penny for me, not even a tea. I saved him. Let him come and revenge on me if you want. You want me to tell you that today? Did I revenge on him? I told you go and ask him and the wife in Sheraton Hotel, in The Hague. When I came there and I sat with the wife seated on the table with the other 6 people whom I can produce a tape, a video here. What did I tell Ruto? Tell him now that when you in the talkers, where will you be? This is the cheapness of our country. Countries in Africa, you think of your tribe.
It's really worked you up. But let me ask you.
It has not worked. No, it has not worked me up. It has annoyed me that even intellectuals like you also think the same. That you cannot go to Uganda and work. I am not Kagame, who stops people from working in their places. You never know where you will end. You have been in the United States. Were you born in the US? You stayed in the United States 5 years. I've stayed in London for 37 years. Was I born in London? I am an African.
Yes.
I am a Ugandan. I am entitled to speak. The people who, let me finish this point.
Yeah,
the people who are in my tribe. Yeah, the people who are in my parish, in where I'm born, go and count 26 Kikuyus who left the Rift Valley, and they have their, some have taken my land. They sleep on it free. And you are telling me that, oh, when the Ruto wins, that's why we have a problem. And the Kenyans who are intelligent, be careful.
Just calm down a bit. This is just question.
I am coming down.
Yeah, we're just chatting,
down.
you know.
Yes, I'm coming down because you are my son.
Yeah, you're just chatting. We're just chatting. Let me ask you, let me switch gears and ask you about the whole thing about hate speech, which you just alluded to.
Let me finish. People who make statements like you, who are supposed to educate the masses, is regrettable. People who make statements of that nature,
yes,
are very many on social media, as you say. And that is very regrettable to profile a person where he should stay.
It's very regrettable.
When the same Ruto takes Harun Ayadin to Kampala to borrow 15 billion, when the same Ruto has Starbucks companies, petrol, which imports from Kenya and takes to Uganda, then he brings to sell back in Kenya using Ugandans who buy, is very regrettable. When the same Ruto has banks across banking money there and brings it back, is regrettable. You think everything won't change? You think it will be the same? Watch the space I've given you. Unaona onyo, look at this other hand. Watch the space. It might not be the same.
In the space.
Leo wacha nikwambie, this thing of Ruto backstabbing others, taking their money, their deals, it will stop.
You said kidogo, then I pose you. You know, we we could do that and lament the whole morning about one
No,
individual.
it is over. Let's go on.
Let's
You
go on,
brought-
because we must. NCIC
Yes.
put out some list of words that they said they have, put them down as hate speech. I won't go through them, but I think we all saw them. I have a question. Do you feel that NCIC did their job well? Because the issue at hand that is being discussed even on the streets is that there are some words that are used by a particular group, Kenya Kwanza mostly, that were flagged, and some by Azimio that were not flagged. I mean, NCIC, shouldn't they have been, how do I put it, fair across the globe? It doesn't matter which words are coming from where. What did you think about that?
First of all, I want to tell you that I hate violence, whether it is on Azimio side or on the side of Kenya Kwanza. Brother, I hate violence. I don't want to see violence. I don't want to see people dying, because I've been there. I've seen people die. I've seen tribes reduced to 1 million, from 4 million to 1 million people. The rest have gone to God. I've seen it. Violence is not very good. Violence, any word that can spark violence, whether it is in Azimio or it is in Kenya Kwanza, must not be allowed. So that national cohesion body is seeing some words that can create a problem. For example, if you go on and say, me, you think somebody can steal my vote. What are you telling the youth who are guarding the vote? They will be fighting the returning officers. They will be killing the returning officers. So the role of this is a constitutional role. They have brought out the law. You were laughing at them that they were not biting. Now they have come to bite. Even you this morning, a few minutes ago, about 12 minutes, you brought a word that I did not like. I don't want to be involved. You see, I don't want that word, because it is now already the National Cohesion Body is looking for such words. If you say them, you might oppose, but you will be in court, and you might lose your certificate.
Daktari, there's a reason why people don't take the NCIC very seriously, because in the past, people have said all manner of things, and we have yet to see anyone who has been successfully prosecuted for using certain divisive words and been charged and been convicted.
Can I tell you why? You have a very bad criminal justice system. You know, the system that you have is the one that destroyed Pakistan yesterday. The judges are different from the parliament, and the parliament is different from executive. You have a very bad criminal justice system in Kenya. If you don't change that criminal justice system, you are going to blame each other until God comes down with the angels. So when you talk, you are blaming now the National Cohesion Body, but you did not want the ICC, BBI to clean the mess. Ruto went and destroyed the BBI completely. How will you change the national ethos? How do you change the national character? How do you change corruption? How do you change security? How do you change corruption in Kenya when you don't have a national focus, a changed criminal justice system? The system that we have in Kenya, a person steals money on Friday, is taken to court on Monday, is given bail on Tuesday. He flies to Bahamas to enjoy the money that is stored. And that's it. That's the system we have. Is that the system that you have? Yes. So until you change the criminal justice system of Kenya, you have a very big problem, my dear son, on your hands.
That's isn't it a worrying issue though? Because, just the other day we had that issue with Communications Authority of Kenya saying, register your SIM card, check if your SIM card is registered, check, they required you to personally go.
Because of time, it all goes in the bad criminal justice system.
Now, that issue,
everything is jumbled up there, in there. You say no, register a SIM card, don't register a SIM card, bring your photograph. Let me tell you, before Ethiopia collapsed, you cannot get, it is easier to die in Ethiopia than to collect a SIM card. Did you know that? Once you buy a SIM card in Ethiopia, they take your photograph, your passport, and everything, including your ID. So when a phone gets lost in Ethiopia, a nice phone, like an iPhone, the latest, those who use good ones like you, when it gets lost, you can call back the police, they will find it, because nobody can use it. If you take out the SIM card and put in your SIM card, it will flash at the police station. And they will come and catch you. You have stolen. The same system works in Namibia. In Namibia, you can leave the phone and the people will take it to the police. Nobody steals a telephone in Namibia. Because all the phones and the SIM cards in Namibia, before you buy them, there's your photograph linked to your SIM card number, reference number, and everything. So you can't do fraud on the page. It's why Kiloba is correct. Don't kill Kiloba politically. I saw some lumpen called Duare, a lumpen, this guy who has not gone to school, whom I was teaching politics in the Intercontinental Hotel, trying to, another corrupt man from Garissa, calling people names here. Duale, I have a bond with you, you know that very well. And I'm not a shy man to take controversy. If you want, we do it. I know why you have 2 passports and you have never declared. But I will tell you one day why Kenyans have stomached you. So don't worry. You insult Uhuru Kenyatta. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on.
I ask you about this SIM card issue.
Yes, go on. No. Go on insulting Uhuru Kenyatta. What has he done? Yes, today you want me to usijaribu hapo. I saw another man say, Kiloba.
They say some days you wake up on the bed. I think this.
I have not woken up wrongly. I woke up. I woke up. You know why? You know why? You know who gave me this?
Who did?
This is the African Union. This is the presidency. One president in Africa left me this. My role is to speak and clean Africa. I will not tell you want to kill him.
I'm just asking. Yeah.
I was given in this ceremony. There were a few people who were given. No, listen. There were a few people who were given. This mark is an African honor. And therefore, if I don't speak for Africa today, who will speak? You don't insult Uhuru Kenyatta.
I want to talk about the East African community, but before I do that, I was asking you this question.
You don't insult Uhuru Kenyatta all day. From morning you insult Uhuru Kenyatta when you have benefited more. Like this Speaker of National Parliament. He has benefited more from Uhuru Kenyatta than Uhuru Kenyatta benefiting on him. But you can see traitors in Africa. Even men like the Speaker of National Parliament became a traitor. At last hour, he was criticizing Ruto for being corrupt.
That is democracy. You get to choose what you want.
What corrupt? What corrupt? No, what character?
Some would say that's democracy.
Yes, democracy. If it is democracy, did Socrates choose
that
to be?
Democracy means we can agree with you today, Daktari, and tomorrow I could agree with someone else, and you could agree with someone else, and that's okay.
That is cheap democracy, which you practice in Tarbo.
Sorry?
Cheap democracy that you practice in Tarbo.
I can't believe you're making fun of Tarbo. I was asking you this question.
But you know why I'm making the reference. I hope my sister doesn't practice that type of democracy.
You know, one day you might be stranded in Tarbo there. You are.
Yes. As long as my sister is there, but your mother is my sister, she will not let me down. She will not kill me. Now, have you seen what you are talking today? That one day I will be stuck in Tarbo. What will you do? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Africa. Thank you. One day I'll get stuck in Tarbo. Oh, God forbid.
It's not a threat. I was asking you, Daktari, with the issues that we were talking about the SIM card, the reason why I was asking you that was because some Kenyans felt that the SIM card issue has got a bigger underlying electoral issue. And of course, the Chiloba came out and said that's not the case. But it just goes to show that there is some level of distrust with the IEBC. Is it justified, in your opinion? Because even as we go towards the polls, that 100% confidence is not there. People still think maybe some people will cook or they will do something. When they see these things, they panic, you know.
Yes, my dear son, I told you, if I were a Kenyan, I would not have allowed Mr. Chebukati to handle my vote. If I were a Kenyan. But I'm not. Two, if I were a Kenyan, this election has not been well prepared. We see the bottlenecks, but some of us have talked and the people have not listened. So we have prepared a journey for a fight at the end. That's why you see mishaps like Edward coming up to say lots of things, you know, coming up to say Clover has been planted there, yet Clover has been given a job like any other Kenyan. So there is mistrust. Indeed, you are right. There's a very big mistrust. And therefore, something with mistrust can cause a lot of trouble. Something with mistrust can cause a conflict. Something with mistrust is dangerous. You better avoid it. Why don't you do something clean? The IEBC is being given money right now. It has not, up to today, the IEBC of Kenya has not displayed the register, the voters register. Mr. Kones, Levy Kones, I don't know which other name, the other name there, which is complicated for me to pronounce. It has a problem. You don't know whether you are on the Kones. You don't know whether you are on the voters register. Now, we are 3 months to the election. And this is not election. This type of election can cause chaos. So you can look at the Constitution of Republic of Kenya and watch and know there are bottlenecks that have been on this road. That's why the only way that would have brought sanity was through BBI. People heal first before they go for the election.
Well, interesting, you're back there at the BBI. We'll wait and see. Let me ask you quickly before we finish up. Congo just became, DRC Congo became the newest entrant to the EAC. Your thoughts about that?
My dream comes true. Have you seen? My dream comes true. I brought this thing here as a symbol for you today. We've
already, as a country,
with all the words written, offered to me by Africa, one head of state left it to me. that I'll always handle it up to the end. My dream became the African. We are building this continent block by block, and we are going to succeed. I want to thank President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, President Museveni, President Kagame, and the rest of the presidents, Suluhu, Samia Suluhu of Tanzania and others, for the tenacity that they have taken and the steadfastness that they have put in efforts in uniting East Africa. So that the people like...
Many ask, what's the benefit to us?
So that, I'm coming to the benefit shortly. So that the people like Levi Kones don't profile me as a Ugandan, but allow me to live in East Africa.
I can't believe that.
As an East African. Allow me to work in Kenya as an East African, not as a labeled state. The benefits are huge. Congo has 90 million people. It will add on the 90 million to the population of 160 something, 170, which makes a good number for trade. The products that you produce in Nairobi can be bought by the same market without looking for external market. I agree with President Museveni. And you have not congratulated me that President Museveni chose the language of your mother and my mother and me to greet us. Why are you not happy? You seem not to be happy.
You finish up, Daktari. We have 2 minutes.
No, didn't you see the president greeting me in my language? He was simply greeting me. You didn't see that? He said Mulembe. Why didn't he use any other language? He was greeting me, and I'm happy.
He wanted to just say hi to
yes,
his...
he knows.
To his countryman.
He knows one man, one Pan-African who likes Pan-Africanism, who likes integration of Africa, who likes the unity of purpose. Azimio la Umoja is Matsanga. And the man who wants a new donkey, they got the donkey of hope in this Lent period. I wish all of you a very good Lent. Is ending. It was the time that Jesus changed the strategy. All the way from the port of Capernaum to Jericho, Jesus was walking on foot. I don't know whether my son Levi Kones knows this, but later on Jesus changed to a donkey to drive out thieves, robbers, scribes, Pharisees, those who had crowded in the Father's temple. Raila Amolo Odinga, start now. Take the journey. Drive up thieves from Kenya who have stolen people's money and they are giving back, lying to them that there is a bottom up. How can a man who created the bottom up allow the wife to go and stand as an independent without using the bottom up? David Ndii is the creator of bottom up for other Kenyans. But the wife is standing in Kiambu as an independent woman who says she opposes bottom up. So where is Ruto? Ruto was lied to. Ruto's Kenya Kwanza. Kenya Kwanza. Ruto's Kenya Kwanza is a sinking ship. Are you here? Are you here? Do you hear me? It's a Titanic sinking ship. No ideas. The author of the ideas is David Ndii. The wife of David Ndii is standing in Kiambu, independent, opposing the husband. How do you call it a policy? Hallelujah.
Let's see. It's a few months, and we have to go. Easter is around the corner.
Before you go, let me also say something for a message. Go and read Ruto. Read Luke chapter 19, verse 8 onwards. Mr. Zakayo, return something, everything to God before you preach that you are God's son, before God allows you to the kingdom. Thank you.
All right. Happy Easter, Daktari. We'll see you after Easter.
And I say greetings to my sister in Tarbo.
Indeed. Greetings to you. Happy
I
Easter. And have a fabulous week. By the time Easter is over and the other week has come.
By the way, I will send her a token of something to eat, some meat only, some meat. Sometimes I'll send her.
Ah, Daktari.
She's my living sister. Yeah, she's my living sister.
Yeah, we'll talk the week after Easter and see how you're doing.
Yes, she's the one who can identify me.
Daktari, who can help you
Yeah,
in Talbo? Good day, and we hope one day you stop in Talbo for real. The people there are very welcoming.
Where? In Tarbo?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have already warned me. You have warned me.
Well, they're very welcoming. I'm not warned. Have a good day, Daktari, and God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Stay tuned for Ilosu coming up with Leah. See you tomorrow.